Kay kuyugan ka, ang importante kay pirming duyugan ka. Smart Agri, Smart Agri, Smart Agri. Sa kahanginan kay magkuyog ka, gali na paminaw kay anian na. Mga paborito mong musika, impormasyon o balita kay naguna. Sa kahanginan kay magkuyog ka, gali na paminaw kay anian na. Mga paborito mong musika, impormasyon o balita sa Smart Agri Radio. Sa Smart Agri ikaw naguna, sa aqua farming ug agrikultura. Kay bisan kinsa ka man may kaalam ka, ug giduyugan pa juta sa musika. Smart Agri, Smart Agri, Smart Agri. Sa kahanginan kay magkuyog ka, dali na paminaw kay anian na. Mga paborito mong musika, impormasyon o balita kay naguna. Sa kahanginan kay magkuyog ka, dali na paminaw kay anian na. Mga paborito mong musika, impormasyon o balita sa Smart Agri Radio. Smart Agri, Smart Agri, Smart Agri Radio. Smart Agri, Smart Agri, Smart Agri. Sa kahanginan kay magkuyog ka, dali na paminaw kay anian na. Mga paborito mong musika, impormasyon o balita kay naguna. Sa kahanginan kay magkuyog ka, dali na paminaw kay anian na. Mga paborito mong musika, impormasyon o balita sa Smart Agri Radio.
Maayong hapon mga kasar, adlawng Lunes ug mag-uban-uban na sabta diri sa Dssc Today. Kini si Matetrolona og alas 3 na, alas 3 Jess sa hapon. Ug sa di pa na ko ipalaila ko ang maanyag nga bisita karong hapuna, duha din ni sila. Ang una makauban nato sa first and second interview portion, and then the third portion ubanan siya sa isa pa gyud namo nga guest. But before that, hey, 6 days to go. Christmas na guys. Excited ba ang tanan? Namutos na ba mo tanan sa inyong mga regalo dira? O syempre, inyong mga kinugos ay kalimti. Basig mo tago niya mo di ay no. Tapos, 12 days na lang. Mag-New Year na ta. So, excited ba ta mo embrace sa 2023? Kaysa tinuod lang no. Para na ako personally, 2022 has been a very massive and great year. And not only personally, but I would say for Dssc also. Davao del Sur State College would like to congratulate all our left na day na ron licensure examination for professional teachers nga gi-announce last Friday, December 16, but it was an exam that was held first week of October. And for the very first time, shout out din namo kay in our first batch of graduates, we have our first ever top-notcher in the person of Novi James D. Liget, top 7, with him garnering 93%. So he's a BS Ed, as a graduate of BS Ed, major in biological sciences. So Novi James, congratulations, LPT na siya, and not only that, niabot pa jud tawag top 7 and bringing honor and glory to the name of Dssc. So daghang salamat po of course sa iyang Institute of Teacher Education, headed by Dr. Cindy B. Rosil, faculty and staff, and of course our very proud college president OGE Fuentes extends her greeting, and even our BOT chairperson Commissioner Aldrin A. Darilag nag-post po down si CAD sa iyang personal, not personal but FB page sa Commissioner Aldrin A. Darilag congratulating Mr. Novi James D. Ligue. And aside sa ana, daghan jud kay tagpatabo last week, December 13, that's Tuesday, we had our memorandum of understanding signing for the Malinis Safe Water Project. This is spearheaded by, of course, the R&D Director, Sir Jude. Hi, Sir Jude. And of course, anhi ang mga pipila ka barangay captains from our LGUs diri sa Davao del Sur because they are excited to collaborate with us in this project. And last but not the least, we'd like to congratulate also Dssc for passing the ISO Stage 2 audit last December 15. So, shout out to our QA head, Ma'am Ruwaida and her team. Congratulations to us. Next month, or if not February, I think we will have our Stage 2 na. So, mangandam na sad mani. That's how much we are thankful for 2022 because we're capping this year off with a lot of achievements, and here we are celebrating also. And of course, ganina lang udto ang inyong mga kasar na faculty and student broadcasters had di na naman siya ginatawag Christmas party kay simple naman ito nga panagtapok, but we call it panagtapok sa paniudto. Of course, dagang salamat kay Ma'am Che Corpin, of course, Ma'am Kath Adona for spearheading our gathering just this noontime. And of course, unya, makita na ninyo sa FB page ato ang mga photos no, para mailhan ninyo kinsa ninyong ginapaminaw sa kahanginan. Of course, we now proceed to the much exciting part. And as I said, na ako'y maanyag guest, one of our pillars diri sa DSSC kay she's our former Vice President for Academic Affairs ug saway sama bisag na human na iyang full-blown na pagserbisyo no because of ano nga tawag na golden years of resting, pero balik gid siya and ibalik din niya mo ang pinalanggang Doc Grace. So she's now currently our extension monitoring and evaluation specialist here at Davao del Sur State College. Help me welcome no other than Dr. Graciela L. Caballero. Doc Grace, may hapon!
May hapon, Ma'am Marites. Lulona.
Oh, di ba? Full name po dyan. Lagi, wanis lang kayo Marites. Dili mo, matet nila rin lang. Tungod kay ang Marites, mura daw chismosa ng gulo. Ang ato ang ginatawag nga koan, di ba?
So, daghan kayong salamat no for inviting me and Pia to this event.
Yes.
Dili manggod ko mahilig
Istorya.
But daghan salamat sa atong radio station sa pag-invite sa amo no to para makahatag pud mi or maka-share mi sa among ginahimo diri sa ato ang institution. No, maski na nag-retire na ko. But,
golden years jud
still working at DSSC at present.
Yes, actually si Ma'am Grace ang first diri nga nag-retire nga ning guest. Si Ma'am Della pod few months ago ako pud gi-interview kay kanilaging active kita ba, bahala mo dira basta ako kay mo serbisyo dyan sila. So unang-una Doc Grace, because you were the former VPAA, now the office is now endorsed to, of course, the pretty Doc Cyberlyn Camposano na nag-guest na ko diri sa una DI pa siya. But as a former VPAA, what are some of the memorable experiences you had in that office?
Well, kung memorable experiences, I have so many, no? Hindi ko na siguro kailangan i-enumerate, but the whole operation of the Vice President's office, kung tutusin, hindi ko alam na maging Vice President ako, no?
This was during separation mo, no?
Yes. But it was a joke coming from my, ano yung tawag doon, project leader, no? From UPLB. The professor is Professor 12, Dr. Angeles. Sabi ko, sir, magiging spamas doon, sir, magiging DSSC na kami. He was telling me na, mag-vice president ka na. Sabi ko, sir, hindi naman ako qualified. Siya, no, hindi, qualified ka talaga. Na I was expecting it. Well, nangyari, naging vice president ako.
For 2 years, Doc, no?
For 2 years.
Wow.
And it is one of the memorable part of paano ako naging vice president. Hindi ko makalipon si Doc Angeles. He was also joking when we met at UPLB na naging totoo yung sinabi niya. Nasa kanya, biro-biro lang daw. But the whole operation of the vice presidency is that siyempre wala akong masyadong experience. Although I handle the agroforestry department, but it's on the lower part. But sa vice president, I really have to, meaning, using my experience as researcher and as also an extensionist, so I do have to research on paano ko harapin meaning it's a huge office. No? Sa academe lang, academics, we will have 4 deans, no? So, mahirap. You also have the registrar, you have the
under you.
NSTP, saka iba pa, sa research, ano. So, it's a huge responsibility, and with my experience, parang hindi ko alam kung paano, how I'm going to grasp all those responsibilities, no, napakalaki. However, kahit pa ganon, let us say, there are shortcomings, there are, meaning rough around the edges in running the office, but eventually it's I have taken the challenge, and it's worth taking the challenge. Una is that I have worked with meaning high caliber deans, so improving the sector of the dean's level, magkatulong kami, magkasabay kami to improve that kung ano man kailangan. Then doon sa mga like the registrar na under din sa akin, like the research, they were all very cooperative. The most memorable one is on how we had naayos yung sa registrar, kahit konti, at least naayos yung enrollment system,
the process natin.
The process, yung ganun. And then, yung mga manuals, the faculty manual which I led, to formulate with my partner, sila Ma'am Queenie, sila Ma'am Cindy. And the rest of the other operation, it does not have that very, very specific, memorable one, pero it's all memorable kung totoosin. Ang lahat ng nangyari within my office.
Correct. Yes, naabtan pag ko ni si Doc Ray, so di ko ni malimtan kay numero 1 pangutan ani sa ako. Do you know how to make minutes of the meeting? Wala, nag-ay na day siya adto to make me one of the admin. Anyway, Doc Ray, thank you for sharing. Number 2, nga question, of course, before ka nahimong successful as a VPAA, researcher, extensionist, you were also an educator. So my question is, as an educator, what's your hope for all our DSSCians?
Well, we have that. Simple lang, ma'am. Let us aim smart high.
Smart high.
Yan lang. If we have that, then the SSC would fly high. It's with the leadership from the president down to all the rank and file. Pag smart tayo, then let's go ahead.
Correct.
Yan lang.
The purpose po na gina-hone gyud namo among processes diri, why we aim for ISO, international national standards, because we want to give the best sa ato ang stakeholders diri sa college. Okay, last question before we pause for a short commercial is, after retiring this was nakabalo ani, pero si Doc Grace, pag birthday na niya last March, nag-retire na gina siya officially sa plantilla service, anak good. However, she was hired COS and given the position kato kung you-mention gina extension, taas ni ba? Extension Monitoring and Evaluation Specialist. So my question is, tell us what made you decide nganong mo pabilin ka sa academe na despite pwede rin mo enjoy ang retirement, but like I said, the golden days but more productive days for Doc Grace. So what's the reason behind it?
Yeah, kung tutuusin is that, di ba, retirement means you're gonna stay at home.
Hindi siguro ni ma-imagine.
Or hindi ko ma-imagine yung doon ka sa bahay tapos upo ka lang. It's not good. The fact na nasanay ka to work, it is much better that you continue to work. Well, that's one of the reason why. Meaning, I have seen my father-in-law retiring from the military, and then umupo lang siya. So he has to suffer. Hindi maganda. When my father retired, pinabayaan namin siya to work anong gusto niya, and he lived until the 89th year of his
89.
life. Sabi ko, it is really good. Kahit ay sa mother ko, ganun din. We'll leave them to work. Kung anong gusto nila. They do not sit and they just, hindi. Yung ganun. So I just would like to follow them na he's still working. Now, when I was offered to work back then, I am very happy kasi kaysa umupo ka sa bahay and doing nothing. Tapos sabihin mo, ang gagawin mo is that you're gonna you take care of your apo, you're gonna take care of
Alam mo, babysitter.
pag mag-babysitter ka. Para hindi ko naman linya yung mag-babysitter, ano. But it's worth, no? Na, even if you retire, you have to work. Depende on what kind of work you would have, but it's more of working, and kasi hindi maganda yung you just sit and then relax and then wait for it. Magde-deteriorate po tayo if we do that.
Lagi pag sanay magud ka no na adrenaline ba to work is
yung ganun. Biglain mong mawala, hindi maganda. It would affect your
your health.
Lahat na.
Lahat na. Yes, holistically.
And I'm very thankful to the President for allowing me to work again.
Yes, of course, Doc Grace, because as I said nga sa akong introduction, one of the pillars na diri pagbulag sa DSSC, na si Doc Grace. Okay. So, that's the first part, and we'll have more chika-chika minute later sa akong pagbalik. Sa di pa ta magpadayon, let's pause for a break, and here are some short commercial. We'll see you right after this.
Smart Agri Radio Starline.
Kung may ara ka mo sa mga birthday, kagaiban nga mga okasyon nga nidin nyo nga panamyaw, just text Smart Agri Radio 0943-544-1879. Hindi na gid magtalang, text na dayon.
0943-544-1879. Smart Agri Radio Starline.
Hacer para no tenerte.
Bawal ang plastic sa DSSC. Every day.
Bawal ang plastic na kutsara at tinidor. Bawal din ang plastic o cellophane na pinaglalagyan ng take-out na pagkain. Sa halip magbaon na lamang. Kung bibili sa kalenderya, magdala ng lalagyan. Simpleng hakbang, malaking tulong sa kalikasan dahil plastic na babawasan.
DSSC. Eco-friendly. Every day.
Okay, may hapon na sa 3:24. Kontak na hatod kaninyo sa Smart Agri Radio. O padayon ta, nagyapon ako over ako diri si Doc Grace Caballero. Ganina, among gistoryaan, of course, yung humble beginnings, being a VPAA, as an educator. Karon naman, gusto ko siya interviewin, isip po sa ka-leader. So, my next question, Doc Grace, is what type of a leader is Dr. Graciela Caballero?
I don't know how to describe myself as a leader. You can ask Pia.
Although yung Pia on niya assignment daw ni.
Although for me is that when I lead a group, meaning one of my aim is really to empower them eventually.
Empowering leader.
Yeah, and then you can ask her, and you can even allow Pia to run the office.
Tinuod yun. Mumalitig at pag-office pag dahil mga proposals sila Doc Grace.
Because it should be our job as the lead one to really work on allowing our staff or under our leadership na sila mismo matuto sila mismo, they can work on their own. So kung wala yung head, kaya nilang sagutin. Kaya nilang gawin.
Tinood, no, the office will still go on, ang processes.
Yes.
Dili makuan ba? Dili ma-immobilize.
Yes, yung ganon.
Alright, so next one is, tell us your journey. Kaniya, hindi siya ginatawag Queen of Extension and Research Project. Award na siya. Later, mag-istorya mabat sayang na-receive nga mga recognitions. But now, just tell us more about the humble beginnings and then some milestones nga imong na-achieve, of course, that contributed to the success of the SSC?
Sa research kasi, I was working with the Department of Agriculture, and initially my job sa Department of Agriculture is as an extension worker. Then for several siguro ilang years na, I was assigned to work on research projects also. Then I just found out na yung research maganda because you would be discovering some things. So when I started working with the SSC, siyempre merong mga researches and then parang it's all in my heart na maganda yung research work. because you can find something na worthwhile, no? Una is matulungan mo yung estudyante para matuto siya. Pangalawa, malaman ng estudyante kung anong magiging problema. Anong resulta ng thesis niya, ano? So he can find results. Then, now with the help of Dr. Bacaltos noon, Dr. Nina Nanette Revilla, no? Si Dr. Fuentes, I started working with projects. The first project proposal that I have to write is wala pa naman akong experience ba naman. Meaning, you gonna make your cash flow. Hindi ko naman trabaho sa agriculture yung cash flow. But I have to make it. No? Walang tulugan yung gano'n. But eventually, the project was approved. So, very thankful. And then, running off and the rest, we have pursue some of the products, yung kagaya ng seaweed, no? Lumabas yung seaweed as one of the project and parang one of the invention, ano? And very thankful for me because I became known for it.
The queen of seaweeds po dahil kasi.
Nakakayaman, pero kung minsan you will be called to, meaning to present, to do the lecture, di ba? Tapos yung audience ko lang naman noon, mga estudyante, mga farmers, but bigla kang nagkaroon ng national na audience, like, ano ba, malaki, ano, nakakaya. Pero, but, it made also, sa sarili ko, with the encouragement, no? Encouragement of Dr. Bacaltos. Kaya kung tutusin kami, pinaka-partner kami ni Dr. Bacaltos. But, with Dr. Nila Nanette Revilla also, who had encouraged me, and Dr. Fuentes to do that job. Ayan. So, doon nagsimula yung pagsusulat ka ng proposal. When I do something, so may mga suggestion din na, sige, may proposal, anong pwede nyo gawin? Okay, I will make one. Then, parang ano din, na-approve din. Meaning, before, but you have to hurdle. It's not easy, but you have to hurdle so many things. That's the idea, then the defense, no? With the funding agency.
Why that is important.
Yeah, lahat yun, ma'am. Lahat yun. From the DUST, Picard, we go on CHED, we go on DA Bar, we go on DA, anong tawag doon, ano isa doon is
RFO?
No, the Department of Agriculture, National, ano, and now the regional office. Yung ganun. Siguro ano lang, after that, nakilala na rin ako. So, kuminsan, yung project ko sa UPLB, when they mention banana, then the first name they would mention is my name. So, they again be part of the national research team of another project. Then, after that, yun, magawa ng proposal for CHED. And now, we have proposals on coffee. No? After banana, I went to coffee. Then it's a proposal that has been submitted to the ACDI-VOCA, but the funding agency is the USDA. So and we do have researches. When we had the research on coffee, we have that partnership also from the World Coffee Research. Then the latest is on bamboo.
Yes, ongoing na karon.
Yeah, and it's ongoing. So yung dalawang ongoing na project ko, it's coffee and bamboo, and the bamboo is it's a 20 million project. Although I'm not the original one, ginamit ko naman yung original, but with the instruction from the president, from Dr. Fuentes, we have polished the proposals and then after the list. So I lead the implementation of the project now. And kaya nga by Wednesday, we would also be discussing that with Secretary Piñol on the bamboo, kung anong pwedeng mangyari sa bamboo natin, because the bamboo industry is very, very great, not only in the country, but it's worldwide.
True.
Yun.
Yes.
And yun, those two are the existing project. Although I'm also leading the project from the Department of Agriculture, that is the PAFIS, that is in preparation. It's data gathering in preparation for the the devolution of the extension activities of the Department of Agriculture to the local government.
Anak kami si our extension specialist diri. In and out na siya.
Ganun
At tinuod
lang.
jud ay. Tama po ang atong bamboo our bamboo projects, the ongoing establishment nato sa Matanaw na campus. So bibo-bibo na niya atong Matanaw campus
Yeah,
na DSSC
kung tutuusin. Yes, ma'am.
sa Kapok.
Yes.
Okay, so last question is this one. You were awarded during our Civil Service Anniversary and Family Day last September 30. And then, of course, everyone were celebrating with you because kabalo gid sila sa imong milestone. So, kad pa atong diri ka, separate si DSSC, and then you became VPAA. So, tell us more about that recognition and how does it feel na despite, diba, pila ka months after na-retire dito na-awardan ka pa na among Doc Grace Caballero.
Initially, the recognition provided, but the recognition provided, extended to me is on the meaning. It's more of the how many millions had entered.
Milyonaryo.
Sila millionaire, ako lang hindi. Alright. But it's more of the accomplishment on several projects because the Dssc does not only work with, does not only do the instruction side,
True.
but it's more of what happened to the research area has to be delivered to our communities.
Yes.
And if we do not do that, then DSSC would not be called as DSSC. So we have that four function. Now we have to produce products. So we have the production side. Now we have now producing the products. And we do have the research outputs, technologies that are now being shared to the communities. And we also have our income generating projects coming from the different technologies that have been developed through research work. Ganon lang. And I did not expect that I would be given the
award last September.
Parang kumisa nakakahiya, no? But eventually, I'm very thankful to the President. Maganda rin naman yung, di ba? I am just happy na nabigyan ng ganon, pero although for me, kahit wala yon, I still do my thing as the DSS, part of the DSSC community.
Yeah, pero the fact yun nga na remember nila no na I recognize si Doc Grace was also something to look forward kay kung sa wala na kabalo ang mga kasar si Doc Grace ang idol kay diri mo sulat og proposal. pas lang murag flash of light lang yun ba ana daw nga dagan yung sila question lang kay Doc Grace kay how to be you po nga ang mga proposal kay ma-approve jud ana gani.
Yeah, yung ganun. The only thing is that let us just be serious.
Give your best. Focus lang, focus.
Focus lang.
Tama. Okay. So, when we come back, atong interview ng isa pa sa kauban ni Doc Grace, mo pa niya ang ginatawag na, kung last week si kay Ma'am Cherry Rojas na ay Rio, kay si Ma'am Grace, kay napod siya Pia. So, later, she will be joining us, Miss Pia Calvarubias. So, we'll pause for a short break, and DSSC Today will be right back. Don't go away, guys!
For your greetings and requests, text our Smart Agri Radio SAR line
0943-544-1879.
0943-544-1879. Smart Agri Radio SAR line 0943-544-1879. Basura mo, sagot mo. Gawain ng disiplinadong Pilipino. DSSC is a plastic-free learning hub.
All right, we're back at DSSC Today, 103.9 Smart Agri Radio, a proud affiliate of Skia Broadcasting Network. The time now is 3:36 p.m. So, alam mo, katingala kay late man ta nag-start po. Di ba, 3:30 rin itaman si DSSC Today. Extend na dagamay kay naaman tayo mga bisita nga gwapo dyan yung topic karong hapuna. And of course, still with me for the last part of the interview is Doc Grace Caballero. Joining us is of course Miss Pia Cabarubias, ang iyang loyal sa gani staff, right hand, di ba? Kung na queen na ay koan, spokesperson, prince. So, Miss P, ay assignment gihatag si Doc Grace ganina. What kind of a leader is Doc Grace?
Yes, may hapon no sa mga nagapaminaw karong adlaw. So, ako na si Pia sa mga wala kayo. So, I have been si Ma'am Grace na ang kanang since nag-start mi nga magtrabaho last January 2017.
Wow.
Si Ma'am Grace nagyud ako ang supervisor. So the Dssc pa mas digos campus pa before. Siya akong first employment. Si Ma'am Grace na akong supervisor. So sukad pa kani adto wala jud na siya nagbago. Very ang ako i-describe jud sa iya is humble and very very passionate. So kanang di lang na trabaho jud na iya kay kung trabaho lang na hagbay na siya gikapoy. Kung ano na siya iya passion. Dili na ako makalimtan na niya kay kanang madam ang trabaho na punta mo ala siya
Ito mo.
kanang
Ikaw na mo angan.
nami ka ng verse nga di jud ako makalimtan ni ana siya we are paid by the government 24/7. With a very humble jud kay si madam nga pagka-supervisor based on my experience and i-guide jud kaniya along the way dili kabiyaan so makes our kanang work easier. Manang dali ra kay mi mahuman sa mga trabahoon. So,
Yes.
wala siya.
Of course, kay gusto po ba daw niya ang ingon ni Doc Grace is empowering.
Yes.
Para biskag gula siya na siya travel, ay mobilin siyang office nga mo trabaho ani. Of course. So now, I think the two of you and joined by some of the other faculty, you went on some official travels in line with the projects, right? Kasi Doc Grace, I think sabay si Ma'am OG atong usa ka travel nila sa TBI ba to? So tell us more about it, Doc Grace first and then Miss Pia after.
The latest trip was with the president to the ABAR, and she has to sign the memorandum of agreement of the new project. That's the technology business incubation for the Dssc, and it's more of implementing the technology that's been created by the Dssc to our constituent. We're gonna train entrepreneurs. No, hindi ko alam kung paano napasok dun sa entrepreneurship daw. But it's more of business. It's converting our technologies into the business side. Na we develop entrepreneurs, from the rural communities as our But the project can also serve the students.
Yes,
the
kaya
alumni,
importante.
hindi lang porque sa community, but it can also serve the students. If there are students in the future that while they are studying, they would want to become incubatees, or they can enroll, and if they would want it, and then after graduation they will become graduates. Then they can start their business. It will be still assisted by the Dssc TBI hub. Then they would just be mentored. They would be mentored even after they graduate until such time that they can now stand alone as business entrepreneurs. Yun ang pinirma ni President, and it's a 5 million project for the Dssc.
Like out sa Manila man to.
Yes, ma'am. It's for the DA bar, office at Quezon City. There was the new director, Director Lalis of the DA bar.
Okay. And then the
second one
kani
is
sabay na si Pia.
the second one is it's related to bamboo.
Bamboo project.
Yeah, it's a bamboo project. Basahin ko yung title kasi masyadong mahaba, di ko memorize. Ano yun eh?
Sige.
It has a 3-module training conducted by the Food and Agriculture Organization, which in short FAO, and also the Aid Pro Office of the Department of Agriculture Central Office. The first module is the Capacity Development Program for Agri-Industrial Business Corridors. It's the module 1 is Introduction to Agri-Industrial Business Corridors. It is expected that our TBIs, because the bamboo processing hub, which also includes a training center, is a bamboo incubation hub also. So it would be expecting to not only to produce products that are useful for the, well, first for the construction industry, for the furniture industry, and marami pang iba. But it would also train new entrepreneurs, new incubatees who are willing to go into the venture of bamboo production. Kung anong gusto nila, it's either they go productioners, they do produce seedlings for the nursery, they will be trained on that. Field production, they would also be trained on that. And pati na yung mga processing, including the treatment, including the designs, they would also be assisted. So kung sa to, yung Bamboo Hub, it's more of holistic, and then it does not stop in there. The support of the project would go up to the level of marketing, and then the marketing side, the promotion side, the marketing side does not only focus on the local side, but with this training, we can go beyond. We can go international.
Yes.
Because they would, the bamboo industry has to be part of the business corridor of the and it is now, it's not only the Department of Agriculture that handles this one. All the agencies that are within, the country, DAR, DTI, DNR, DA, and marami pa iba are all coming in together.
Collab sila.
No? They have collaborated. And you know what? Dssc is one very lucky SUC in the country, because dalawa lang po tayo, tatlo lang yata tayo sa buong Pilipinas na meron po tayong Bamboo Hub, no? We will be visiting hopefully one in Pangasinan next year siguro, hopefully that we can go. And the second one is here in Davao del Sur. The first one in Mindanao,
Yes.
which is to be managed by an SUC.
Correct.
And we are very lucky to have that. Very thankful for the agency, Department of Agriculture.
Yes, dagan, especially DA, kaya dagan yun kanin silang partnership with us. This Smart Agri Radio is one of their parang mga anak-anakan sa ilang projects diri. Shout out sa tong DA, DI na Red, who's also part of our DSSC BOT. Hi, Regional Executive Director Monte Agudo, represented oftentimes by RTD Andy Alemania. So magkita-kita ta Wednesday na ni BOT. So kailan na ko mag-meeting with Wednesday. Anyway, so Miss Pia, how about Miss Pia? Like, how does it feel to be working with Doc Grace on these projects? And then of course nakasabay po ka sa ubang travels, di ba?
Yes.
So tell us your experience.
Actually, very happy siya, ma'am, kay sa kanang magtrabaho ka sa extension or research projects. Dili lang ka ma-focus on the four corners of the office.
Correct.
But we have the opportunity, they gave us the opportunity to travel and to learn outside our institution. Makaadto mi sa mga far-flung areas, training mi didto. So nakabalo na kabalo mi mo unsa ni kanang mo atubang og mga farmers nato.
Correct.
So makabalo na pud na sila Madam Grace along with Ma'am Oji, of course. Shout out kay Ma'am Oji.
Hands-on kay na. Mo fieldwork yun na.
Yes, partner dyan kay na sila, ma'am, since before pag yun nakasulod mi sa una pag yun nga wala pa mi partner na sila sigig sulat og proposal. So di mi mahop na dog trabaho. After mag-end mo contracts na pa another project. So very very grateful sa ilang do
Good problem na siya.
Yes.
Di na siya problem, good news.
Good news na siya. So parehaan na po'y bag-o nga ka ng project upcoming for next year. So nag-assist lang mi for polishing na sa kanang TBI project. But they already signed the MOA, so nagapaabot na lang sa funds. Wow.
Soon. So, di ba, murag mag-open tag 2023 nga, grasya. Grace get grasya.
Yes,
na grasya
ma'am.
gipaabot. Okay, so somewhat na-mention na mga upcoming and ongoing projects. We'll jump to the next question na lang. That is, in all these projects, in all this research, extension na itong gina-pursue there is a colleges, how will it benefit, of course, our students and the programs that we're offering? Kinsa magyud ang unsaon dyan ni pag holistically nga makaingon na nga DSSC will move forward not just with instruction but of course katong production, extension and research.
Yes. So,
Also, meaning all projects naman that we have, all projects approved by, simula pa sa SPAMAS, for DCOS campus, it's all supporting the students. Part na ng social responsibility ng project is to provide education to allow students to be part of the project.
Yes.
Una is they can do research work.
Wow.
Like coffee, we do have, hindi lang estudyante, we also have faculty. Now,
Especially.
we are now working also with Varaco. So the partnership has already been approved and the memorandum of agreement has already been signed, and a faculty will be assigned as part of the project, so it can be also an area for him to do the research work. Kasi agriculture siya, and then he's also working on coffee.
That's good.
Okay. Now, with the bamboo project, kasi ito yung latest, lagyan natin sa latest. The bamboo project, we already had allowed the partnership on with students doon sa conduct of resource evaluation. Okay? So the students had conducted the research work. They have to go on field work, identify the different varieties and genera of bamboo we have now.
Okay.
In Davao del Sur. Kasi it's a requirement for us to identify the available engineered bamboo, because that's the material that has to be produced. Kailangan ma-identify namin siya kung saan kaninong farmer meron, saang area meron, so that those areas identified will be part of the supply source of the processing hub. Now, doon, nag-research ang mga estudyante. They're all agroforestry because bamboo has been identified as a forest product.
Oh.
So, doon, marami kami. It's more or less 10 students na nakapag-avail ng they will also be provided with allowances.
Wow.
The project.
Kanindo trabaho yun mag-research kung marag ubay-ubay pa din yung resources.
Yes, kung tutuusin marami sa education lang, marami din tayo pwede sanang gawin na mga research work.
Yes, collaborative research.
Collaborative. Then sa ibang din ma'am, sa coffee, meron din kami mga estudyante na kasama doon sa World Coffee Research na may mga estudyante. So it's all wala siyang discrimination. All students that would like to conduct research, it's open.
Oh, you heard that rather, SAR, mga ka-SAR and the SSC yan. So mga naglabad ang ulo dira unsa i-propose, especially if you're under Institute of you mentioned ang teacher education, of course, Institute of Agriculture and Related Sciences, ITED, IARS, and na collaborative. Kay as far as I know, si ISET o si IMAS nag-collab mo po sa Cicero. Kay diri mo po to si Sir Harold o si Sir Jay. So karon, IARS and ITED, there are opportunities open for you, according to Doc Grace, of course. Ana. And the last but not the least, both Pia and Miss Grace, is unsa inyong message sa atong DSSCians before we end our interview this afternoon. Doc Grace first.
Well, we know that tapos na ng ISO hopefully that all the things that we will be learning from that, let us keep them in our hearts, and please do for us to really, pag sinabi ng let us go Smart High, then all the things that we will be doing or you will be doing in the future rather also, let us all of them put in our hearts and implement all of those things, because DSSC DSSC is striving to really work hard para it will be identified as a one good state college, eventually a one good state university, hopefully hopefully na that would be rising from the ranks, no?
Correct.
Kasi kung hindi kayo gagawa ngayon, ano papasunod natin sa mga susunod sa inyo?
Correct.
Ganun lang.
Benchmark na nila.
Yes. Sa lahat ng let us start good, and we know that when we start right, so we always end up right, So, yun lang. Keep up the good work, and then your leaders are all very good. So, keep up the good work. Lahat-lahat po.
Thank you, Doc Grace. Miss Pia, anything to add?
Wala naman, ma'am. Uy, pero tinabangay lang. Kung padayon, padayon kay ginabuhat naman na siya sa mga taga DSSC, no. Padayon lang tanga mag-work together for the service of the Filipino people.
Of the Dabsuranons.
Yes, for the service of our stakeholders.
Correct.
And for the success of the SSC. So, kada lang, padayon lang ta sa pag-work together para sa ato ang institution.
Yes, and speaking of working together, so daghang salamat po di ay sa kung mga kauban diri sa DSSC. Grabe ang greetings ng adlaw.
Yes, happy birthday,
Salamat. Oo.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Dili uso ang leaves ako kay daghan kitag buhatonon. So wala ko if like what Pia said, passion na dyan ni, because we also had our Christmas party pa nagtapok diri sa Smart Agri Radio, and kanigid na program di po ni mabiyaan kay hapit-hapit mo biya atong Christmas break pohon. So mga kasar, daghan jud king salamat sa pag-uban-uban kanamo karon sa kauras na gyud ang DSC today. Doc Grace, daghan king salamat kapila na ko invite ani busy magud siya sa gid siya lupad mura pud si Ma'am Cherry nga upat gid si Ma'am Cherry para at least si Doc Grace wag kaduha pa lang. And Miss Pia, thank you also
Thank you,
for
ma'am.
coordinating to have Doc Grace here sa iyang vacant time. Mga kasar, again, 6 days before Christmas and 12 days before we say goodbye to 2022. So enjoy mo sa inyong rest of the holidays. Merry Christmas in advance and a Happy New Year. Say goodbye, say good riddance to the negative part of 2022, and embrace the new year with hope, of course, of the future and the new year to come. So, natin ni Smart Agri Radio Hotline. So, namin mga greetings sa mga programs naman, especially sa kultura ugma, no, 0943-544-1879. Again, that's 0943-544-1879. So, this has been Matetolana. Daghang salamat. Kauban ako si Doc Grace, si Miss Pia. And on behalf sa Smart Agri Radio Station, daghang salamat kaayo sa inyong pag-uban-uban naman. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye, everyone!
Bye.